Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, the radio edition. That's right, it's me again, your host, Dennis Simpson, from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, here every weekend at 10 a.m. at 92.9 KVRE. If you were listening last week, you may have noticed Mr. Randy Cantrell was going to fill in for me this week, but he's had some family issue he needs to attend to, so he's taking care of that, and we're taking care of this because we're going to talk with Mr. Jerry Wilson, the motivational speaker and actually a life coach, and he's going to tell us how to conquer the wintertime blues. You know, it's a pretty day this weekend, but man, you know, January and February, it can get kind of dark and gray for a long time, and you think, man, is this just going to last? Stay tuned and hear Jerry tell us. Think that helps with the winter blues too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because the winter blues are temporary. That doesn't even have to last all day. You know, it's a very temporary thing. So looking at it as being temporary instead of a fatalist thing that I can't get out of, you know, is how we move forward.
But first, more great music. I think we should be doing happy things, like happy is as happy does kind of things.
Oh, son of Coach Charlie drives an 87 Harley, sells gasoline and what you drink 8 to 3 a.m. Got a tattoo for the core, an ex-wife number 4. Humming along, schooling you on the songs on his station. He could be another one cussing the government, no, but he smiles. Got 100 reasons not to, but he's the poster child for happy is as happy does. Grab a 6-string, find a rope swing, hang a palm tree in your truck, drink a beer just because. Still a slow dance in a rainstorm and a kiss from who you love. Laugh and live with a half-full cup. Yeah, happy is as happy does. Some find it in the scripture or a Polaroid picture, or flip a coin, head you're going to Tucson, Arizona. But it damn sure ain't in the looking back on the stuff you never did. Sometimes you're gonna feel that, but life is better when happy is as happy does. Grab a 6-string, find a rope swing, hang a palm tree in your truck, drink a beer just because. Still a slow dance in a rainstorm and a kiss from who you love. Laugh and live with a half-full cup. 'Cause happy is as happy does. She's a long way from the old her and this mountain diving boulder. Every pickle jar, crinkled dollar takes her another mile high. Happy is as happy does. Grab a 6-string, find a rope swing, hang a palm tree in your truck, drink a beer just because. Still a slow dance in a rainstorm and a kiss from who you love. Laugh and live with a half-full cup. When it's all black clouds, find the sun. 'Cause happy is as happy does. Happy is as happy does. Laugh and live with a half-full cup.
D&D Village Properties offers only lakefront homes in beautiful Hot Springs Village. Just looking for a couple's getaway or a whole family with lots of room and fun for the kids? All D&D Village property units are located on Lake DeSoto and come with hot tub, kayaks, lakefront view, access, and they're all pet-friendly. Starting at $100 a night, D&D Village Properties can offer exceptional sunsets along the lake with breathtaking scenery, amazingly dark skies, and truly peaceful silence to completely relax you and your family. Our motto at D&D Village Properties is we love seeing families make great memories. Come join us and see why. With over 1,650 five-star reviews, You'll see why we have so many great guests return year after year. Visit ddvillageprop.com for booking information and any questions you may have. Again, that's ddvillageprop.com. We are D&D Village Properties.
Skies for some kind of divine intervention.
direct from 1989. That's right. That is Tears for Fears, telling us that they're sowing the seeds of love. If there seems to be a little Sgt. Pepper's in there, a little psychedelic pop, yeah, that's not exactly a mistake. That was kind of how they did that. But, you know, it's a great song, great meaning. I love the whole thing. Coming up, we have boy, you talk about a mixed song. Y'all know, you've heard me for a couple of years now. I truly love Jackson Browne. I think he's got some great stuff. He was friend of the Eagles. He's actually been on concerts with them. He actually helped them learn how to write and read music and how to become real musicians. But this next song, Here Come Those Tears Again. Jackson Browne, 1976, and The Pretender. He co-wrote this song with a lady named Miss Anne Farnsworth. Yeah, well, Miss Farnsworth, it seems, was the mother of his wife. And this song hit number 23 a year and a week after the death of his wife from an overdose. So he wrote this primarily to her. Here come those tears again. You know, the very last line, which is a little poignant, but I'm going back inside. I'm turning out the lights, and I'll be in the dark, but you'll be out of sight. Wow. Yeah, not exactly cheery music, but, you know, sometimes you have things you have to deal with, and that's what the show's about this week. Sometimes it can be a little gray and gloomy, and hey, it is, but how do you get past that? Stay tuned. Right after this song with Mr. Jackson Browne, we're going to talk about that with Mr. Jerry Wilson. How to get past the blues. Here on Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, the radio edition.
Here come those tears again, just when I was getting over you, just when I was gonna make it through another night without missing you, thinking I might just be strong enough after all. When I hear your footsteps echoing in the hall, baby, here we stand again, where we've been so many times before. Even though you look so sure as I was watching you walking out my door, but you always walk back in like you did today, acting like you never even went away. Well, I don't know if I can open up and let you in, baby. Here come those tears. Here come those tears again. I can hear you telling me how you needed to be free, and you had some things to work out alone. Now you're standing here telling me how you have grown. Here come those tears again. Now you tell me how to hold them in. Here come those tears. Here come those tears again.
on Hot Springs Village Inside Out, we typically take our podcast that we've sent the week before, Tuesday or Friday. We have 2 different episodes a week that come out, and we'll take that episode and play it on the radio this weekend. Well, this one seemed very poignant and was recorded very recently. So I wanted to go ahead and drop this off with Mr. Jerry Wilson. Now, Jerry Wilson was the trainer for Dale Carnegie. Trainer's a nice words for the franchisee, but he had Little Rock, Memphis, and Oklahoma City. Super, super, super nice guy. Just could not be any more compassionate, cares about other people. Fantastic, fantastic guy. Well, I reached out to him a few weeks ago and said, let's record something else, and I want to ask you what it's like to get over a struggle. And we talked very quickly that it would be the winter blues. And, the days get shorter. We Arkansans, we love our sunshine. So here's a part of that interview. It'll be coming out in the next few weeks, probably be out the 3rd week of January. But for now, here's a little sneak preview of Jerry Wilson and how to beat the winter blues.
Fortunately, in Arkansas, where it's not like Seattle, where you've got 3 or 4 or 5 months of drizzle and junk. So, yesterday we had a bright sunny day, and today it's a little overcast, but, fortunately our weather doesn't create the real harsh deals.
Yeah, I agree. I just, as we were, before I hit the record button, we were mentioning that, here we are, we're the beginning of January. Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, already, right? But, come the end of February, we're going to be looking forward for some green in Arkansas. And I think, you mentioned Seattle and some other places, and I think I wonder how we would manage there. And I'm sure seasonal affective disorder and the winter blues affect everybody there, I'm assuming. But I'm also thinking that, that's their cycle. And in our cycle, the end of February, I'm like, come on, March, let's have some green. Yeah. Let's get it done. So do you think it's specific to the region? Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, I think one region has greater challenges than others. Mm-hmm. As far as letting the impact of that the weather has on us.
Yeah, when you said there were 3 or 4 months of drizzle, a friend of mine said he was from Scotland and said they had 3 or 4 months of drizzle, and the rest of the year it was just bad weather. which I understand, but and to just touch on the regional differences real quick, I think I'd mentioned that Diane and I I'd never been to California. We went a couple of years ago, and I came back, and California's a beautiful place, but I realized how tied to green and water that I am. I came back and probably 3 nights in the next month after that, I had bad dreams about sand, desert, just super dry places. I was like, oh my, and I wake up in a panic, like, oh my God, the world's going wrong. It's just too dry, We've all got those little challenges, right?
You bet. Absolutely.
Well, Jerry, what are some techniques we could use to kind of break the blues funk, the winter funk?
Well, the first is exercise. Some form. You can go walk, you can do whatever you enjoy doing, but get out. And here's the reality. We can't control how we feel, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes we just don't feel good. Yeah. We can control how we act, and acting impacts feeling. So if we act like we're enthusiastic, happy, upbeat, it starts to feel that way. So control the piece that we can. Does that make sense?
It does, Jerry. And I'm thinking to myself, I've heard, and pardon the term, geriatrics, I've heard geriatric doctors, Dr. Lipschitz would talk about, as simple as taking a can of tomatoes and doing curls with tomatoes. You say the best excuse ever is it's cold and dreary. I don't want to go walk. We've got an indoor track here in the village that's really nice with a complete workout center. We've got an indoor pool. We've got an indoor sauna, a hot tub. I mean, if you want excuses, there's no end of those. If you want to get results, there's no end to those too. Right, Jerry?
Yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Well, and it's not the level of exercise we do as much as it is doing something, getting out. The second is, help somebody else.
Mm.
Go find somebody that needs it, whether it's the local food bank or whatever it is. It makes us feel better to feel we've done something for other people. So looking for opportunities to contribute in some form, to help people that aren't as fortunate as we are, I think comes back to really impact, and it impacts our thinking. I feel good about myself if I've given something to somebody, if I've helped somebody, then I feel like I'm a good guy, just temporarily, But for a little while, whereas if we don't, it's all a little more self-focused. And that's not, then we get critical on ourselves. So some of it is, how do I not be so self-centered?
Boy, Jerry, there's golden words right there, my friend. Yeah, you and I'm trying to use the phrase, but there's not one. But we're go-getters. We go. We're going to do. I've got a plan that today. It's a frankly, excuse me. It's a day before we leave on vacation, but I'm still going to go do today. I've got things to do, and I'm want to be productive. And I understand that not everybody's wired that way. I got that, but I think everybody is wired to that. How can I help somebody else? And because helping somebody else changes your perspective of the reality, right? I mean,
that's right.
Boy, my arm hurts today and my neck's stiff, and boy, these folks are looking for food today. I'm talking about my aches and pains, right?
Yeah. No, well, that's right. And most of us are fortunate enough that it's not the really big stuff. It's little stuff. So, we need to be proactive and do something that gets rid of that. As you just said, if we're not, we look for, do I ache? Do I hurt? Do I whatever? And we can always find pain if we're looking for it after we get to a certain age.
Excuse me, Jerry, if you don't mind, and I can edit this if you don't mind, but can I ask how old you are, Jerry? I don't even know.
I will be 80 in March.
And you work out how many times a week, Jerry?
3.
3 times a week.
3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half max. Get some, what do you call it? Heartbeat going on
cardio
for the first 20 minutes. That's the first 20 minutes of my workout as I get on an elliptical and get my heartbeat going, and then move to weights and do other things.
Do you come from particularly good genetic stock? I mean, people in your family have heart disease or whatever?
Not for the most part. My mom lived to be 92 and lived alone by herself, was still taking care of herself. My dad was injured when I was 10 and hospitalized for life after that. I never knew about that. But my docs all tell me that that exercise is a key factor in how and why I've been fairly healthy.
I interrupted, and I'm sorry I'm doing it again, but you said about 40 minutes of cardio, and then what?
20 of cardio. 20. Then I'll do some stretches. Like this morning, I did some stretches, and then I got in the floor and did some exercises related to the core, stomach and core area, and then was doing some other, starting to do some muscle kind of things. And I looked at watch and said, ooh, I've got to get out of here. I've got to go get cleaned up and get dressed and get ready for Dennis.
I got to comb my hair and brush my teeth.
That's right. Both of them.
Both of them. I want to make note and put this in perspective that, I don't think you and I don't, my drive, I don't say, man, I've got to be successful. I say, I've got to get things accomplished. I want to get things done.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think we have that in common. I think a lot of people have that in common.
We do.
And I think what actually success develops from that, because of one word that you haven't mentioned that I keep hearing, and that is discipline. Discipline.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to be successful, discipline sits on one shoulder, success sits on the other. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a part of it. Learning to discipline ourselves is, in my opinion, is critical. That really is.
Well, I mean, Jerry, and I'm not getting in your head too far, but I mean, you'll be turning 80. Oh, this whole workout thing, man. I mean, how much good is this going to do? Come on, right?
No, I look at it. I always feel better when I finish.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes tired, but still feel better after a shower and cleaning up. And so I look at it as I know that I'm going to feel better. And I look at it as obviously retired, a part of my job. Part of my job is to do that. That's just part of the deal. Right.
I had a meeting after this set up that we had to cancel this morning. I had some scheduling issues, but we've got a show coming up with myself and Jeff Atkins, a buddy of mine that's always on with us, and Mr. Randy. And it didn't dawn on me, but you should have been in this meeting too. And maybe I'll ask you too here. I think there's a new term, and it should be called semi-retirement. Because I don't imagine us stop working. The three people that I mentioned, and I know you haven't. Jerry, how old were you when you sold your Dale Carnegie franchise, or you turned that over? Has that been 15 years?
Well, probably 65, 66, somewhere in there.
So you were right in retirement age.
Yeah, well, supposedly.
You've done, and I know you well enough, you've done anything but retire since then, right?
Yeah. Well, I've realized that I'm not good at retirement. A lot of people are. A lot of people are just elated and happy. And I came to find out very quickly that I'm not one of those guys. I want something to do. I want somewhere to go. I want something to see that I've accomplished. And it doesn't have to be big stuff, but it is something that matters. I enjoy doing yard work. A lot of people hate that. I enjoy it, fortunately, but it's accomplishing something, and you look back and say, well, I did that. I'm not totally wasted. I did that.
I've got a great friend. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I was thinking after we talked about doing this, I was thinking and thought I'd mention the road. You familiar with the road less traveled?
I've heard the name of the book, Jerry, but that's about it. I don't know much other than that.
Well, I encourage you to get a copy. You can get it in paperback. Scott Peck. And in the book, Scott, first sentence in the book, I said to my daughter yesterday, we were talking about something, and I was thinking, because of this, I'd been thinking, and I said to her, you remember, I know you read The Road Less Traveled. She said, oh, yeah. And I said, you remember the first sentence? And she did. The first sentence is, life is difficult. And until you accept that life is difficult, you'll always be miserable because you'll be whining about all the stuff that's wrong. And after you accept that life's difficult, then it becomes much easier.
What a classic line. What a classic line. Because you're setting up yourself for disappointment. You're setting up yourself for, oh, well, I didn't know this was going to be difficult. Yes, you did. Yeah. We told you in the book, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
What a fascinating, the road less traveled. Say that author again, if you would.
Scott Peck, P-E-C-K.
Scott Peck. I've seen that actually, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry. I think I saw it on your desk years ago.
Probably. Well,
So.
it was one of those books that is really pretty timeless, and it's just about living life and winning in the sense of that we are having a good life. We're not miserable. We're not whining all the time. We're, and that's a major step.
But Jerry, let me play the devil's advocate for a minute just to hear you address those. Okay. Well, that's okay for you, Jerry. You got it made. I mean, life's been easy for you, Jerry. I mean, you don't have a physical defect. You don't have an abnormality. You're okay looking. I mean, hell, you're in commercials, right? I've seen you in commercials, Jerry. Yeah. But there's going to be people that say that. They are. And they're going to say that you got a more favorable hand than somebody else. But that's not what it's about, is it?
No. It's about playing the hand you got. It's not about getting a great hand. It's about playing the hand we get and making the best of it. And that's where Peck comes in. Just accept life's difficult, period. It doesn't matter where you were born, what social class you're in, but it doesn't matter. You just have to accept that life's difficult. See if I can. I'm not sure that I can get right to.
Well, let me give you 30 seconds while you're doing that. I'm going to tell people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Section 1 is interesting, as you say, that is discipline. He says life is a series of problems. Do we want to moan about them or solve them? Do we want to teach our children to solve them? Discipline's a basic set of tools we require to solve life's problems. So it goes right back to what you asked about being disciplined.
Mm-hmm. Jerry, what crosses my mind, and I'm trying to put, and I love the play the hand you're dealt thing. That's you don't have any other option. That's your best.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people think that there's this eternal optimism or something. I know you and I see problems every day, Jerry. I never want to get to a point where something looks impossible. I've got a problem, and it's a problem. It's come down to, it's a logger jam. And at the moment, it seems insurmountable.
Yeah, sure.
But the point of the matter is, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm healthy. When you reframe it and come back and say, in perspective, this is not that bad. That's a 5-minute problem. That's not an eternity problem, right?
Yeah, right. You bet. That's temporary.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go one step further to this. And so discipline, working out, basically your mindset to help others and go where you need to go there. I think there's 2 other things. Number one, and I had used this last time and you liked it. By the way, in case people think that Jerry has had a super blessed life, I refer you back to the last show we did with Jerry, where he told you how he broke all the sales records for 0 sales for 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, more than difficult would be the case, I would say. But I mentioned this last time that it's kind of like having a goal or a dream ahead of you is like throwing an anchor out ahead of you and then pulling yourself to that dream.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that helps with the winter blues too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because the winter blues are temporary.
We're all in the same boat, fishing in the same hole, wonder where the same time goes. We're all in the same boat. We can all believe what we believe, peacefully agree to disagree. But you can't judge a man till you walk a country mile in his shoes. We're all in the same boat, fishing in the same hole, wonder where the same time goes. And money too.
same broke hearts, wishing on the same stars. We all hope and hope floats. We're all in the same boat. We all been kicked and knocked around, but you ain't gonna keep a good man down. You can run like hell from your mistakes, but you can't hide from your truth. We're all in the same boat, fishing in the same hole, wonder where the same time goes, and money too. Trying to fix the same broke hearts, wishing on the same stars. We all hope and hope floats. We're all in the same boat. If you're holding, take those shots and keep reloading. If you can't be nice, don't say nothing at all. So help somebody, mind been struggling, spread a little love. Gotta give back something if the ship keeps rocking. We'll all go overboard. We're all in the same boat, fishing in the same hole, wonder where the same time goes, and money too. Trying to fix the same broke hearts, wishing on the same stars. We all hope and hope floats. We're all in the same boat. Yeah, we're all hope and hope floats. We're all in the same boat.
Business owner, do you have a 10-year-old phone system? Well, let us tell you about Total Telco, the local Hot Springs Village telephone provider. Hate working with a multinational corporation that really doesn't care if you use them or not, who have one plan and it's designed to wrestle as much money out of your pocket as possible for as long as possible? Total Telco has great news. We offer free new phones. You heard that right. New color, HD quality, caller ID, voicemail, call forwarding, conferencing phones that sound great, 99.9% uptime that'll make you sound great to your clients for free. With a savings that you'll receive from signing up with Total Telco today, you can pay for completely new phones that'll make your life so much easier. Total Telco uses state-of-the-art cloud-based systems to make sure you never miss a call, even if your power is out. Our state-of-the-art cloud-based system will record your message and send you an email message of that missed call with the power out. Great prices, amazing quality, superior service. Total Telco of Arkansas. Reach us at 501-350-0227. Let us show you why the Beehive, Christ of the Hills Church, Woodlands Presbyterian, Granada Mexican Grill, Village Chiropractic, and over 300 locations are Total Telco customers. Again, call us today. It's Total Telco of Arkansas, 501-350-0227. Again, it's 501-350-0227. We are Total Telco of Arkansas.
Girl, I swear I never use words like forever. Can't believe that ever came out of my mouth. Oh, felt like I was dreaming, but when you started leaving, my heart started thinking out loud, and now I keep replaying in my mind what went down last night. Did I overstep the line we've been walking? Swear I wasn't even drunk, so if I said too much, oh, that was just a love talking. When I said you're the only one I'm ever gonna need, ever gonna want, don't know what came over me, that was just a love. When I later said that I wanted you for my whole life, and you Plain and honest truth is, I've been holding on to this for a long, long time. Still hungover, never been more sober. Can't blame a liquor buzz. No, that was just a love. When I said you're the only one I'm ever gonna need, ever gonna want, don't know what came over me. That was just a love. When I later said that I wanted you for my whole life, and you and me turned into us, that was just a love. Talking. Keep her playing in my mind. What went down last night and all that love. When I said you're the only one I'm ever gonna need, ever gonna want, don't know what came over me. That was just a love. When I later said that I wanted you for my whole life, and you and me turned into us, that was just a love. Talking, talking, talking. Oh, that was just a love.
Before that, there was Mr. Zach Brown. We're all in the same boat. Yeah, think about that. We are. We're all in the same boat. Now, just right then, was the Eli Young Band, and that was the Love Talking. I thought that was a clever little song, the way they wrote it. The Eli Young Band is a American country music band from North Texas Denton University. Actually, that's where they met. They started playing together and doing really great. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were actually out at Oaklawn not too long ago. But you know, one of my favorites, and boy, okay, maybe I'm preaching this week, people. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Brother Simpson's having a service. But this next song, Amy Grant. I've loved her since I was in high school. I always thought, what a lovely girl, what a great voice, what a very, very humble person. Saw an interview with her one time, and she said that she felt so blessed to be able to do what she does with, quote, a very moderate voice. Doesn't think she has a great voice, doesn't think she's a great singer, but man, what a message she tells. This one she did with Brown Bannister, and she did this one when she was in high school and college. It's called I Gotta Let It Go. Man, people, I guarantee you, there's somebody within the sound of my voice that needs to hear this today. You got to let it go. Holding on just brings you worry. Got to let it go. By Amy Grant.
All my lifetime plans, I got them in my hands, balancing my fate upon a wire. Got to let it go.
Everywhere I turn, I see
There's nowhere left to go.
all my dreams are far.
Too much for me to hold. Still, I hate to drop them.
One thing from you, what did I do?
You alone can see into the heart of me. Am I really giving up tomorrow? Got to let it go.
This is gonna hurt a little.
Still,
Come and take it from me, hurry. Got to let it go. Oh, I've got to let it go. Got to give up all of my control. Lord, here's my heart. I've been keeping it from you, and I've got to let it go. Holding on just brings me worry. Got to let it go. Come and take it from me, hurry. Got to let
I know it's not like you didn't just hear the song, but those words were, I've got to let it go. Holding on too tight. Where do I lose sight? Where's the lamb that seems to bring frustration? I've got to let it go. The best of my dreams can turn into nightmares when my heart takes hold. How long must I learn? This was my favorite. This lesson's getting old. I've got to catch a clearer vision. I'm in your hands. You're in command. Yes, it's a Christian song, but honestly, it doesn't matter. You need to let it go. Holding on just brings me worry. Couldn't said it better myself. Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, here on a beautiful Saturday and Sunday. It is 49 past the hour. We're glad to have you join us. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're having a great time. Got another one of my favorites coming up. That's part of this job that I love. I get to play the things I like. So, Until You Come Back to Me by Miss Aretha Franklin, right? Kinda. You see, Maurice Bannock's, Clarence Paul, and this other guy you may have heard of called Stevie Wonder wrote this song back in 1967. Didn't come out until 73 to her version, but what a beautiful, beautiful song. But the one I'm playing you is not the original. No, not at all. Way too good for this. This is Aretha Franklin and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, recorded in London. Oh, sends chills up and down my spine. That's what I'm going to do until you come back to me on Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, the radio edition.
No, you don't call anymore. I sit and wait in vain.
the incomparable Miss Aretha Franklin. Was that not beautiful? Oh, and the Philharmonic Orchestra really just completes it. Well, you know what time it is. There's 2 times that we have specifically this show, and that is we're going to play that song, you know, the one. And besides, it is 54 past the hour. Is it that late already? As my lovely wife says, yes, it is. And it's time for Mr. Les Brown. Forgive yourself and move on. Release the need to rehash, review, or relive what you could have, should have, or would have done. Instead, be aware of what you learned about yourself. Look at what the situation showed you, and that what you were unwilling to see. But forgive yourself, despite your choices, actions or inactions, and in spite of your lack of knowledge or your misplaced trust. There may be consequences and responsibilities that you must face. Avoidance and denial are poor substitutes for decisive action. Stop swinging at yourself with a supersized bat. Put it down, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and know this: you will learn to trust again, despite what you may be feeling now. Be gentle on yourself. Choose to be stronger, wiser, more courageous, determined, and committed to living in the present and building a brighter future for yourselves. Remember, you have something special. You have greatness within you. In the words of Mr. Les Brown, I want to put the words of Mr. Jerry Wilson, who joined us earlier in this show. And he said, very few of us would let people talk to us the way that our own brain talks to us. Don't forget that this week. Be careful how you hear your own self-voice and who you let talk in your head. For now and for this weekend, you need one more day. That's right. You need one more day with the people you love, the animals you love, the people around you, the beautiful environment that God has given us. We will see you in 2 weeks, but right now, you need one more day.
Last night I had a crazy dream. Wish was granted just for me. It could be for anything. I didn't ask for money or a mansion in Malibu. I simply wished for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day. First thing I do is pray for time to crawl. I'd unplug the telephone, keep the TV off. I'd hold you every second, say a million I love yous. That's what I do with one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still one more day. Leave me wishing still one more day. Leave me wishing still one more day with you.